neurologist role to Dr. Jane. And this is the duration. So for the convenience, we just use Microsoft Excellent Teacher here. So we developed this interface to support it. Okay, and also we apply that approach to law enforcement agency. Look at the law enforcement agency. Each officer, they are dealing with various crime cases. Okay, and if he has to go to another place, then he has to delegate his privilege to another officer, and another officer can take over the crime. So that is the some of the approach. So I will skip some of the slides, and I will just present the last slides. We don't have enough time. Okay. So this is ongoing project and future works. I've been working with various issues, like how we can support delegation in wireless, and how we can determine the role, in other words, role engineering, and how we can identify vulnerabilities, etc. So we are working on these kind of research issues, and this is a future research work. And also this approach can be applied to military environment. The military, by 2025, some of the soldiers will be replaced by robots. That means each robot has to communicate with each other. They have to share the information. The question is, how can you support secure information sharing between robots? And also, the critical infrastructures, they have to communicate with each other and they have to share the information to provide good quality service. So that is a good area too. So this is summary. This first attempt, and we developed the role-based access control, role-based delegation model, and we articulated the various issues. And also we demonstrate the feasibility of our work through the proof of concept implementation. And this work has been supported by National Science Foundation and Department of Energy Korea Award. Okay, that's all I have. So if you have any question, I'm happy to take it.
Are there any questions? We may have time for one or two. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know if like open source implementation of X509 attribute certificate?
X509 certificate.
Attribute certificate.
Attribute certificate part. I don't think we have open source implementation, but OpenSSL you can look at some of sure, but attribute certificate has not been widely accepted.
Why so?
Because still, to answer that question, still we are not using PKI for authentication. So without PKI, you cannot use attribute certificate.
We don't see any flow in the design.
I don't think that the issue is from their design. Issue is maybe some management, key management, and revocation issues. That is the same as the PKI issues. So, but I like the PMI approach. So we are trying to use this PMI approach for the banks. So if you are trying to apply this kind of PKI or PMI, you have to choose closed environment, like trusted environment. Then you can easily apply.
Any other questions? Well, why don't we thank our speaker then? Don't forget that next week it's at 3:30 at the TMU.